Hi there, good morning.
Hi, so good morning.
It skipped from your mind about the timing.
No. So I've actually not any much last night.
Uh, okay, first of
But
all,
yeah,
congratulations for obtaining 7th grade.
thank you. No,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you heard this term Rolle's theorem and MVT, mean value theorem before?
Yes. Yes. Sir.
So what is Rolle's theorem? So the first heading for today's class is Rolle's theorem. So what is this? What is Rolle's theorem? Any idea?
Mm, yeah. I don't know which one is which, but I think Rolle's theorem is the one that if it's differentiable and if it's differentiable and continuous,
Hmm.
and then if it's for two equal values, like
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
there has to be one extreme
Hmm.
you know
Means if two
something
values
like that.
are at
Yeah.
if two values are at the same height, that what you are saying, right? If two values,
Yeah,
the
if
lower
two
limit and the
values
upper
of
limit
a
gives you same
function,
height. Hmm.
yeah, uh,
Then yeah.
are you same height at
Hmm.
some point between that in
Hmm.
that local
Yeah.
area,
Yeah.
the the this thing has to be equal to zero. I think the derivative
Derivative is equal to zero.
or something like that.
Perfect. No, it's derivative only. The derivative is equal to zero.
Yeah.
Okay. So doing same thing with one few more application on
Hmm.
it. Okay. But always remember
Hmm.
diagram on that. Okay, so diagram is basically when you have a continuous and differentiable function between two
Hmm.
limit between two x values, maybe
Hmm.
this. So this is continuous as well as differentiable, right? Between a and b.
Hmm.
This is a and the upper limit is b. So the function is continuous as well as differentiable. Okay. So if I'm saying
Hmm.
continuous means what does that mean? If suppose this is the function y is equal to of x, y is equal to f of x. If I'm saying the function is function f of x is continuous on an interval is closed interval ab. Okay, closed interval means we include both the point, both extreme values a and b. Okay,
Hmm.
and differentiable differentiable on like this, we don't include a and b. Okay, this is open interval ab. What does that mean? Means the function is differentiable between a and b. Okay, function is not
Hmm.
differentiable at a and b. So you can,
Yes.
because we don't have left hand side limit for a and we don't have right hand side limit for b. So we take the middle values. We take the values between a and b for the
Hmm.
differentiability. Okay. So if function is continuous
Right.
and differentiable in open interval, continuous in closed interval, okay, then we must observe one thing. If if f of a is equal to f of b, okay, means the height. This is
Hmm.
f of a and this is f of b. If they are at same height, okay, so this can be acquired only when, if we have, so if suppose they are at same height, means f of a is equal to f of b, we must have c values between a and b that produces that produces derivative is equal to 0. Okay, means what I'm saying, if we have same height at this point at a and b, so we must have c values, one, at least one c values
Hmm.
between a and b that produces,
Yeah.
you know, the the derivative function which is equal to 0 at those points.
Right.
Okay, so if
Hmm.
f of a is equal to f of b, then there must exist a point c belongs to open interval a and b, okay, such that the derivative function at c will always give you 0, will always give you 0, means f dash c is equal to 0. Okay, so you can definitely verify that
Hmm.
if I draw the derivative function, or basically if I, the derivative is nothing but the slope of the tangent line. So if I draw the tangent line at some of the points between a and b, so that is parallel to x-axis, means their slopes are 0, their slopes are 0, right? So slopes are 0
Hmm.
means f dash c is equal to 0. So this is the Rolle's theorem. One,
Hmm.
actually MVT and Rolle's are, they are similar, they are same basically, in my opinion they are same. So okay, so if suppose this is Rolle's theorem, I explain you MVT also little bit here, and then we'll discuss with the problem. So what is MVT? Mean value theorem. Okay, mean value theorem. So in this case, like we have, in Rolle's theorem we consider same height, right, at the extreme point. The conditions are
Hmm.
same if suppose the function is continuous and differentiable, right? If function is continuous and differentiable like this, okay, between a and b, the function is continuous in closed interval ab and differentiable in open interval ab, right? So what is mean value theorem?
Hmm.
Any idea?
Yeah, this one is when they're not at the same height, but
Yeah,
I think they're on a straight line, like both the endpoints
yes.
are on a straight line.
So
That.
if we draw a secant line, if suppose we draw a secant line connecting these points, okay,
Hmm.
so we definitely get, if suppose function is continuous between a and b, so we'll definitely get one point at
Hmm.
least between a and b which produces same slope, means the tangent slope of that tangent at that point will definitely be same as the slope of this secant line.
Hmm.
So what I'm saying, if suppose we have a point C
Yeah.
somewhere here and like one point here, okay. If we draw the tangent line, sorry, it's supposed to
Oh.
be have the same slope as that of the secant line, okay. So it must be parallel, okay. This is one of the line and this is second line, okay. So these are the tangent line, these are the tangent line, and the slope of this tangent line is same as the slope of the secant line, okay. This is secant line. So it has to happen when the function is continuous and differentiable, between A and B. Okay, so we can
Hmm.
summarize this by notation under mean value theorem. So
Hmm.
the notation is like for a function f of x, okay, that is continuous on an interval AB, close interval, and differentiable in open interval AB, okay, there must exist a point C belongs to AB, okay, between A and B, not including A and B,
Hmm.
such that such that okay. So what is the slope of secant line? Any idea how to find out slope of secant line?
Uh, mm, I know. I mean, I don't know why they call it secant line also.
No, secant because this intersect the graph, that intersect the given graph at 2 point, touches the given graph at 2 points, so it is called secant line. If it touches the graph at single point, then it become tangent,
Oh, ah, of course.
right? So can
So
we
it's f minus f of a upon b minus a.
upon b minus a, so f of b minus f of a, so the slope of secant line is f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. Perfect,
Upon b minus a. Yeah.
right? Because their coordinates are well defined here, a comma f of a and b comma f of b. Okay, and what would be, suppose we, as I said, there must be a point C in AB, okay, that produces same slope as that of the
Yeah.
secant line. Okay, slope of the tangent at that point
Hmm.
will be same as the slope of the secant line.
Hmm.
So actually we are getting 2 points here
Hmm.
instead of one. The condition is we must get at least one. So in this case we are getting 2 points because of nature of the curve. So there are two C values. So how do we write, you know, the slope of this tangent, one of the tangent, how do we write the slope of the tangent? That is basically the, you know, derivative function, and we put the value. So that is f dash c, isn't it?
Hmm.
So f dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. So this is basically average
Hmm.
change, isn't it? This f of b minus f of a
Yes.
upon b minus a is average rate of change.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's come to the application part of this. I'm putting up one question on Rolle's theorem, then we'll move ahead with the MVT. So the question is, okay, f of x is equal to cos 2x plus 2 cos x, okay, where x lies between 0
Hmm.
and 2 pi. Use Rolle's theorem, use Rolle's theorem to show f dash x has at least one solution on 0 comma 2 pi, hence find all solution. Okay, you must have noticed that I said Rolle's theorem and MVT are same, right? So if suppose if you look at both the diagram here
Hmm.
of Rolls and MVT, say in Rolls, the height of, the
Oh,
function
I
at
get it.
A
I
and,
get it.
yeah, at B are same, right? So their slope is basically, see, the slope of this line is
It's
basically zero, right? Slope of this
correct.
line
Yeah,
in
that's what I
Rolle's
was gonna
theorem
say.
is basically zero, and that's why we simply get f dash c is equal to zero, because the slope of that secant line is zero. So I consider them same idea, same concept, because there also we find out the slope of the secant line, and in Rolle's theorem also we find out the slope of the secant line. But the slope of the secant line in Rolle's theorem is zero, because they are at the same height, and that gives you the line parallel to x-axis,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
no need to consider them
Hmm.
separately. If you have a proper idea of about what we are doing here, you will definitely understand them
Hmm.
as a same concept. Okay,
Hmm.
solve this question. Can you solve this?
Yeah. So cost of 2 pi is zero, no?
Cos of 2 pi is 1.
Hmm. Oh, sorry, sorry. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
You always check the if condition for the Rolle's theorem.
Hmm.
If something
Hmm.
happened,
Hmm.
then only
Correct. Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, sir. I got it.
So what are the C values?
So, the
Yeah.
pi is definitely one value
Okay.
because I took the derivative of that and equated to zero, right?
Yes. Perfect.
The derivative of the function equal to zero. So pi is one solution,
Hmm.
but then I don't think you can count 2 pi. So you
Just
can't
2
count
pi.
2 pi.
Okay. Okay. So okay, let me check
2
what
pi
are
would
we
have
getting.
yeah.
Yeah. So if we have to first of all check whether the function is continuous and differentiable in the given interval or not. So since cos 2x, see, the function is f of x is equal to cos 2x plus 2 cos x. Okay. So we must be sure about the function is continuous. Okay, continuous on an interval 0 to pi. Is it continuous?
Yes, continuous and differentiable.
Yes, continuous in 0 to pi, close interval 0 to pi, because cos 2x is continuous, cos x is continuous, so sum of them is also continuous. And differentiable differentiable in 0 comma 2 pi. Okay, so this happen. So if this
Yeah,
happen, we will check f of 0. So what is f of 0?
yeah, both are 3.
Yeah, so cos 0 is 1, 1 plus 3. So f of 0 is 3. And what is f of 2 pi?
Hmm.
So cos 2 to the
Also 3.
4 pi. Yeah, so 2 cos 2 pi, which is 4 pi. Yeah, positive 1. So 1 plus 2, 3. Okay, so if f of 0 is equal to f of 2 pi, means they are at the same height, means slope of that secant line is 0 basically.
Yeah.
So we definitely get a
Hmm.
c values between open interval ab, for which f dash c is equal to 0. Okay, this 0 is basically slope of
Hmm.
secant line.
Hmm.
You can understand what is secant here. Okay, so we'll find out derivative of this. What is derivative of the given function? Cos 2x is minus 2 sine 2x, right? And derivative of cos x
Minus.
is
Yeah.
minus 2 sine x. Okay,
Sine.
cool. So we set x is
Yeah.
equal to c. That gives f dash c is equal to minus 2 sine 2c minus 2 sine c, and that must be equal to 0. Okay, so
Hmm.
when we get this, now we have to find out all appropriate value of c that produces 0, right? F dash c equal to 0. So how do we solve
Hmm.
that? So we can at least get rid of 2 minus 2 here. Okay, fine. So
Hmm.
that would be like sine 2c plus sine c is equal to 0
Oh, sorry.
divided by 2.
There is another root
Yeah,
which I missed.
okay.
So the other root, one root is x is equal to pi,
Hmm.
and the other root, I mean c is equal to pi, and the other one is c is equal to cos inverse of half.
Cos inverse of half. So what are the values for
Half.
cos inverse of half? Just half or anything else?
Oh, uh, cos inverse of half and sorry. There'll be more than that. Yeah. Um,
So basically, how did you solve this?
so yeah. Okay, so uh, you change it to sine 2c is equal to sine c,
That is equal to
right?
2
And
sine
then
c
after,
cos c. Sine 2c is 2 sine c cos c.
yeah, I
You wrote that?
yeah.
Okay. So then we can take sine c
So
common. So 2 cos c plus 1 is equal to 0. So the product is 0. It means either sine c is equal to 0 or 2 cos c plus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. So here c is equal to what? We are
hmm,
looking for the values between 0 and 2 pi. So what would be c? C would be pi,
yeah, pi,
or yeah, and here cos c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so
hmm,
What is the principal value, like principal angle, that gives you minus half for cos?
Um,
Cos
yeah,
60?
so it would be, I think, yeah, for half,
Cos 60.
but for minus half,
No, for cos 60 is half, right? That are you sure for this?
co- yeah,
So cos 60 is half, and
yeah,
cos is negative in
but
second and third
so
quadrant.
120, right?
Yes, yes. So 120 here, okay, and here also. So what would be this? Which angle?
So
Like this is
120,
60.
120 and and
120 and
120 and 210,
yes, 120.
210.
Yeah, and this total is 180 plus 60. No, 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 not 210. This 180 plus 60, how much?
Sorry, 240.
240. Yes. So that would be 240. So we can write them in radian because we used to write answer in radian. So for 120 it is 2 pi by 3, and for 240
Hmm.
it is 4 pi by 3,
4 pi.
right? So these are three answers for
Hmm.
C. So C can have these values between 0 and 2 pi.
Hmm.
Okay. Now let's move to next question that based on MBT. The question is, okay, find find the two possible values of C for the function defined by f of x is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2 on the interval minus 3 comma 1. Okay, and the second part of this question is we have to illustrate the result graphically. Okay, do this according to MBT. On the interval, so it is supposed to be open interval ideally. So see, I solved this, then you try for the next.
Yeah.
So in this question, according to MVT, what is MVT? Like we will have C values, okay, at least one C value between A and B, which produces same gradient as of the gradient of the secant line, like this. Okay, so we have like two side of this equation. Left hand side is derivative function and the right hand side is the slope of the secant line. Fine.
Hmm.
So according to
Yeah,
left
so
hand side,
I'm getting.
yeah. So what is the derivative function? The derivative function of the given function is 3x square plus
3x
6x.
squared plus 6x
Yeah. So for x is equal to c,
is equal.
f dash c is equal to 3c square plus 6c. Okay. For x is equal to c, where c belongs to uh, minus 3 comma 1 actually. Okay, and right hand side
Yep.
is basically f of what, f of 1 minus f of minus 3 upon 1 minus of minus
1 plus, yeah.
3. So what is f of 1? F of
F of
1 is
1 is
1 plus
2, F of minus 3 is minus
2 and f of
2,
minus 3 is
then minus 2. So it becomes
minus 2.
plus 2.
Yeah, so 1
Yeah.
minus of minus 3, so this is 4 by 4, 1, right?
Which is 1.
So
Yeah.
according to MVT, these two terms are equal. 3c square plus 6c is equal to 1. Okay,
Hmm.
by MVT. So this become quadratic equation here. We can definitely find out two solution of C, right? So by the formula,
Mm,
uh, that's C is equal to minus B plus minus root B square minus 4 into A into C plus 4 3s are 12 upon
Yes, I got it. So it's
6.
minus 1,
Yeah,
minus 1, yeah. Minus 1 plus minus 2 into root 3 by 6.
yeah. So if you use calculator, you will get these two value minus 2.15 and 0.155. Okay.
Hmm.
So how do we illustrate this graphically? So we can draw any random graph. The graph is basically cubic, right? X cube plus 3x square minus 2. So let's draw any random graph, or you can have the graph from GCD, proper graph. But according to the C values, like minus 3 is given, the X value minus 3 to 1, right? Minus 3 to 1, and we found
Hmm.
two C values, which is like C is minus 2.15 and 1 is 0.15. So these are two C values on X axis. Fine. So basically the derivative of, like if we try to draw the graph here, I'm not sure about the graph, but it will definitely give you same, slope at this point. Like, so these are 2 points that produces a secant line like this. Okay, that produces a secant line, and the slope of the tangent at these points, like at minus 2.15 and at 0.155, will also produces the same slope. Am I right here?
Yeah.
So this is how we can illustrate the diagram. Okay, now I'm putting up next question for you. So the question is, let f of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 9x cube plus 26x square minus 24x. Okay, Note that f of 0 is equal to 0 and f of 2 is equal to 0. So without calculator that 4x cube minus 27x square plus 52x minus 24 has a root somewhere strictly between 0 and 2. Okay, so this is the next question. Do it.
So yeah, okay.
Are you getting the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you just do the, you say it satisfies the conditions of Rolle's theorem,
Yeah.
and therefore it must have a root
Yes.
for the derivative.
For the derivative function. Yes. Perfect. So we simply show two terms here. Basically, this is a polynomial function. So obviously, this is continuous between 0 and 2 and differentiable also, right? Because this is a polynomial function. And f of 0 is equal to 0. Already they
Hmm.
dictated f of 0 is equal to 0 and f of 2 is also 0. And they are asking the roots of the derivative function. So the derivative function of f of x is basically the polynomial which is already given here, for which the root is to be guessed between 0 and 2. Okay,
Hmm.
has a root somewhere strictly between 0 and 2. So as we know, there must
Right.
be a c values between 0 and 2 for which f
Hmm.
dash c is equal to 0, because that is same as f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. So this same as 0, right? Because f of both are 0. 0 minus 0 upon 2.
Hmm.
So f dash c is equal to 0 means what? Means c is root of the derivative function, right? And the derivative function is already
Yeah.
given function, is a polynomial which is given. So therefore, according to Rolle's theorem, we definitely have c values between 0 and 2, which produces the root of the derivative function. Okay. Now the next is maybe a little crucial, but I hope you will
Hmm.
try that better way. Uh, the next is show that root 1 plus h less than 1 plus h by 2 for any h greater than 0.
So this is based on the on today, right?
Yeah, it's based on MVT only.
Okay.
So first of all, you have to understand what would be the function, what function you will choose.
I'm only not sure what makes the end point,
Endpoint,
the
yeah,
upper limit.
yeah, upper limit. So I give you the definition of function. See, h greater than 0, they already said h is greater than 0, right? So
Hmm.
we assume the function is root 1 plus x, okay, where x is between h and 0. So both are included. So as I said, h is greater than 0. So we pick any x value between 0 and h, and we create a function like f of x is equal to root 1 plus x. Fine. So what is MVT?
Hmm.
What is MVT? MVT is f dash c. Okay. Here x is already considered between two values, right? So we will take
Hmm.
f dash x is equal to what? According to MVT, f dash x is equal to what? F of h
F dash x, yeah, minus f0
upon
upon h.
h. Yeah. So what is f dash x? F dash x is 1 over.
So f dash x is yeah,
Right.
one, yeah.
We will find the derivative 1 over root 1 over 2 root 1 plus x. And what is f of h? F of h is, what is f of h?
Root of 1 plus h,
Root of 1 plus h minus f of 0
which is 1,
upon h, right?
1, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we got this. We got something like in terms of root 1 plus h and h. H is also there, right? But there is no inequality sign right now. Fine. So the inequality
Hmm.
sign will be given by this term. So we have to find out what is 1 by 2 root 1 plus x. What is 1 by 2 root 1 plus x. Okay. So to investigate that, what is root 1 plus x? So 1 plus x will look for 1 plus x. So 1 plus x, are you getting what is x? X is between, x is between
Yeah.
h and
1 plus
0, right? X is between
hmm.
h and 0.
Hmm.
So 1 plus x is some positive number, right? X is some positive number. So 1 plus x will definitely be greater than 1. Head yes if you understood this.
Hmm.
because x is some positive value.
Yes.
So 1 plus x is greater than 1. So we are interested in
Hmm.
root. We are interested in root. So root 1 plus x is also greater than 1. Okay, taking root on both sides.
Hmm.
We are interested in reciprocal of this.
Hmm.
So reciprocal of 1 plus root 1 plus x is also greater than 1.
Yeah.
Sure. Greater than or less than?
Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Reciprocal.
Hmm,
Oh,
less than.
less than.
I can catch you anytime. So be focused. So less than 1. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll divide them by positive number. So if I divide them by same positive number, the inequality holds. Okay. So 1 by 2 root 1 plus x is less than half. So now from this first
Hmm.
and second, so what is 1 plus 2 root 2? Like we already got that down here. So that is like
Hmm.
root 1 plus h minus 1 over h less than half, isn't it? From 1. We
Hmm.
simply plug that value here. Now once we got the inequality, we'll just rearrange them to find out the required term. So like root 1 plus h minus 1 less than h by 2, and that will give you root 1 plus h less than 1 plus h by 2. So this proves the given question. Fine.
Yes.
I'll send you some questions on this after the class. You'll have to do them like by MVT or roles, whatever fits.
Hmm.
Okay. I just come in 1 minute, and then we'll do the
Yeah.
multiple integral.
So even I'll take a minute, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.